So now let's talk in more detail about what happens when we eat versus periods of not eating, the fed-fast cycle. So I'm going to orient you first to this graph. So along the y-axis, we're looking at plasma concentration of different molecules. And along the x-axis, we are looking at time following a single meal. And I just want to point out that this is measured in days in here. Okay, and then, so we are going to divide these days, which go all the way up to 16 days. We're going to divide this into different periods of time. So first we have the fed state. So the fed state is right here, kind of represented in white. The fed state occurs between 0 and 3 hours since your last meal. So basically just the 3 hours right when you eat your meal. So that is the fed state. Then we're going to move to the post-absorptive state. And so that we're representing in blue here. And so the post-absorptive state is going to be from 3 to 18 hours since your last meal. So now that we've gotten there, let's start to look at what some of these molecules are that are in our graph. So first, this line here, this is representing glucose. So we can see that during our very brief fed state, we had a spike in glucose. So glucose went really high from the carbohydrate in our meal, and then glucose rapidly decreased back to more of a lower level in the post-absorptive state, and it stays pretty stable. So that's glucose. We also see fatty acids. So fatty acids are represented down here. And we see fatty acids, they stay pretty constant between the fed and the post-absorptive state. They increase just a little bit. And then in red, we see ketone bodies. And so ketone bodies are essentially not there at all during the fed state and the post-absorptive state. So again, that post-absorptive state, that's going to be between 3 to 18 hours since our last meal. Next, we'll talk about the fasting state. The fasting state is going to be occurring between 18 hours to 2 days since our last meal. And so that's what's occurring in this green section here. And so we'll see during that green section, our glucose is decreasing a bit, but staying pretty stable. So that's definitely telling us that we know that there's something going on to help maintain this glucose concentration pretty stable. Our fatty acids increase a little bit. And we're starting to get a slight increase in ketones, but our ketone levels are still pretty low. And then from there, we move on to the starvation state. And so the starvation state is going to be more than 2 days since your last meal. And the big, huge change that we see here is we see a huge spike in ketone bodies. And that's because we're now really relying on ketones as a source of fuel for the body, because we're not providing it with any other energy sources. And we can take acetyl-CoAs from fats that we have broken down and convert those into ketones.